Chrisean Rock has weathered her share of storms-wrapped feuds, messy breakups, and viral outbursts, but this time, the chaos centers on something far more serious: her child. Late last night, a set of documents, allegedly from Child Protective Services, began making the rounds online. Some portions were blurred, yet others revealed unsettling details about the well-being of baby Chrisean Jr. The leak arrived without any build-up, no official confirmation, no media coverage, just string of screenshots quietly sent to a gossip blog's inbox. Within minutes, they ignited the internet. Twitter feeds erupted in speculation, Instagram lives launched on the spot, and self-proclaimed TikTok investigators pored over every sentence as if piecing together evidence from a crime scene. The leaked documents carried accusations so serious they could completely alter the public's perception of Chrisean as a mother. For some, it looked like nothing more than a calculated smear campaign meant to tarnish her name, while others saw it as confirmation that the quiet suspicions about her parenting might have been rooted in truth. The twist: the leak also hinted at betrayal from within her own circle, someone she never imagined would turn against her. If these papers prove authentic, the damage could bring her career to a sudden halt. To understand the uproar, you have to look back at the storm she has been weathering for months. Her life has been on display like a never-ending reality show: breakups, reconciliations, public fights, live-stream arguments, and fiery disputes with family members, all unfolding before millions. The birth of Chrissy Jr. briefly shifted the tone. Hospital photos of Chrisean holding her newborn, tears mixing with a determined smile, had fans rooting for her fresh start as a devoted mother. But that hope quickly faded. Soon, late-night Instagram lives began surfacing, showing her seemingly distracted or upset, sometimes with her baby's cries in the background. Supporters argued she was under intense pressure, while critics accused her of neglect. Family tensions only added fuel. Her mother posted cryptic remarks about children being safer elsewhere. Her sister hinted at private struggles, and Blueface publicly questioned her maternal choices in a way that felt both concerned and cruel. Then came this week's bombshell. Out of nowhere, the alleged CPS files appeared online, not through an official channel, but on a mid-level gossip page notorious for digging up messy stories before they hit the mainstream. Stamped with what looked like real agency letterheads, the documents described in unsettling detail what seemed to be the findings of an in-home visit. The leaked CPS report did more than just raise a few eyebrows. It sparked an all-out wildfire of speculation and debate across social media and entertainment circles. The documents revealed that Child Protective Services had been alerted to troubling concerns about Chrisean Jr.'s living situation. Officials cited reports of potentially unsafe conditions within the home, inconsistent caregiving routines, and perhaps most controversially, the presence of an unapproved secondary guardian. This detail alone became the lightning rod for online frenzy. Who exactly was this shadowy figure quietly stepping into a caregiving role? Theories erupted instantly, with guesses ranging from a trusted relative to a secret new romantic partner, or even someone connected to Blueface, attempting to insert themselves into the drama surrounding Chrisean's family life. The timing of the leak only added fuel to the fire. Just days before, Chrisean had gone live on social media, fiercely confronting and calling out an unnamed individual she accused of spreading falsehoods about her personal life. Suddenly, these official-looking CPS documents surfaced, mirroring many of the very rumors she had publicly denied, casting her credibility into question. To some observers, the timing and content of the leak seemed too deliberate to be coincidental, leading many to suspect a carefully orchestrated takedown, perhaps masterminded by a vindictive ex, a jealous rival, or someone within the cutthroat entertainment industry eager to see her fall. On the flip side, there were those who believed CPS involvement was a serious matter that could not be fabricated or manipulated so easily. After all, Child Protective Services generally intervene only when there is credible cause for concern, suggesting that beneath the surface of scandalous headlines, real issues might be unfolding behind closed doors. This split between skepticism and belief intensified the conversation, drawing in fans, critics, and industry insiders alike, all weighing the implications not just for Chrisean's reputation, but for the well-being of her child. The mystery of the secondary guardian became a focal point, symbolizing the tangled mix of personal betrayal, public scrutiny, and legal entanglement that defined this unfolding saga. As the chatter swirled, it became clear that this was no ordinary celebrity controversy. It was a complex narrative involving trust, loyalty, and the harsh glare of public judgment, and with each new leak and revelation, the stakes kept rising, leaving everyone wondering, who truly had Christian Jr.'s best interests at heart? And how deep did this web of secrets really go? Making matters murkier, the files were partially censored names, addresses, and dates blacked out but with just enough left visible to fuel gossip. It was a masterclass in selective leaking, and it worked. Hashtags like hashtag pray for Chrisean, hashtag justice for GR, and hashtag where is CPS began trending, as influencers and armchair detectives dissected every pixel of the screenshots. Hidden among the blurred text, one line stood out like a flashing siren. Additional information provided by a familiar party will be reviewed in the upcoming hearing. A familiar party. Translation: someone close to Christian had gone directly to CPS, if true. This was no longer just a debate over pretend wit, was a story about betrayal at the deepest level. Then came the next explosive twist that shook the entire saga. A prominent YouTube drama host, famous for breaking exclusive insider stories well before anyone else, went live with a bombshell revelation. This host claimed to have had a confidential conversation with a verified insider, someone with first-hand knowledge of how the CPS documents were leaked to the public. According to this source, the leak was no random cyberattack or accidental exposure. Instead, it was a calculated, deliberate move, executed by someone who had direct access to Christian's private residence. The motive, the insider insisted, was not to sabotage Christian's reputation or ruin her publicly, but to safeguard the well-being of baby Christian Jr. The leaker purportedly believed that revealing these concerns was necessary to protect the child, suggesting a deep internal conflict between loyalty to Christian and responsibility for the baby's safety. However, this explanation didn't quite sit well with the public or social media commentators. The logic of protecting the child by anonymously sending sensitive documents to a gossip blog instead of pursuing formal legal avenues raised serious doubts. Why bypass official channels like law enforcement or the court system if the goal was genuinely to secure the child's safety? This inconsistency quickly transformed the narrative, casting the leaker not as a concerned guardian but as someone orchestrating a public spectacle at Christian's expense. The act of funneling confidential reports to the media known for sensationalism and viral spread felt more like a calculated attempt to humiliate rather than a discreet effort to intervene. This revelation sparked heated debates online. Supporters of Christians saw it as a gross betrayal, with someone violating trust and privacy under the guise of protection, weaponizing private family matters for public consumption. On the other hand, critics argued that if there was truly danger involved, exposing the details if messy was necessary, regardless of the fallout. The drama host's disclosure opened a floodgate of speculation about the leaker's identity, with guesses ranging from a close family member to an insider within Christian's personal staff. The discussion wasn't just about who leaked the documents but why they chose such a public and confrontational path. Meanwhile, the entire episode highlighted the complex intersection of personal privacy, public image, and child welfare in the digital age. When private family issues become public fodder, the stakes aren't just about reputations, they involve real lives and fragile relationships. The leak's method and motivation underscored how messy and painful these blurred lines can become, particularly for celebrities under constant scrutiny. This was no simple scandal. It was a labyrinth of conflicting loyalties and murky intentions, playing out live on a global stage. With no clear resolution in sight, hours later, screenshots from an alleged text exchange between Christian's sister and an unknown contact surfaced. In them, her sister appeared to hint at releasing the truth before Christian could spin it, even stating, if they see it for themselves. She can't play victim this time. Fans connected the dots immediately. Could her own sister be feeding both CPs and the gossip sites? The theory spread like wildfire, bolstered by memories of her sister's past shady lives, thinly veiled digs, and visible alliances with Blueface during old family feuds. And then Blueface poured gasoline on the fire. With one cryptic tweet, "Sometimes the enemy ain't outside. It's sitting at your table," he confirmed what everyone was already thinking without saying a single name. The fallout was instant. Christian's sister's social media was flooded, some hailing her as a whistleblower looking out for the child, others branding her a traitor who sold her sister out for clout. Before anyone could settle on what was really happening, An unexpected twist hit the same YouTube channel dropped another so-called exclusive. This time, it was a voice memo, allegedly from Chrisean's sister, sent to the very blog that had leaked the documents. In the clip, a woman's voice calmly instructed, "Make sure the part about the secondary guardian stays in there. People need to know she's not the only one raising him." That single sentence set the internet on fire. If this secondary guardian was not Blueface, then who could it be? Almost instantly, speculation exploded online. Some claimed Chrisean had secretly brought someone new into her home. Someone intentionally kept out of the public eye to avoid backlash. Theories ranged from a trusted friend, to a rebound partner, or even a professional nanny who had blurred the lines and become a full-time parental figure. Before anyone could even agree on what was really happening, the story took an unexpected turn when the same YouTube channel dropped another exclusiva voice memo allegedly from Chrisean's sister to the blog that leaked the documents. In the recording, a woman's voice urged, "Make sure the part about the secondary guardian stays in there. People need to know she's not the only one raising him." That single line sent the internet into a frenzy, because if the secondary guardian was not Blueface, then the question became, who was it? Almost instantly, speculation erupted online, with theories ranging from Chrisean secretly living with someone new she kept hidden from social media, to a trusted friend stepping in, a rebound partner filling the role, or even a nanny whose duties had quietly evolved into being the child's full-time caretaker. It might have been nothing more than routine paperwork required to note anyone responsible for a child's care. But the internet was not interested in technicalities. By this point, the narrative had spun far beyond the facts. Fueled by curiosity and speculation, TikTok creators jumped on the frenzy, launching a viral trend dubbed #GuardianGate, where users staged playful reenactments of the leaked footage, each featuring their own invented mystery guardian. Memes quickly followed, with captions claiming Chrisean's house got more plot twists than Netflix. Just when it seemed like the uproar might finally fade, the story reignited this time with the release of a second, shorter clip, filmed in the same home, and likely on the same night. The video showed Chrissy in the background, drink in hand, laughing alongside another person, while the caretaker remained in the foreground, doting on the baby. The new clip hit like a bombshell, sparking accusations that she had lied during her livestream when she insisted there was no secondary guardian. Her supporters pushed back, arguing she was referring to a legal guardian, not simply someone watching the child for a few hours. But by then, the damage was already sealed. That single video was enough to set social media ablaze, sending hashtags like #WhereIsMom and #CPS updates surging to the top of trending lists for hours. Just when it seemed the situation had already reached its peak, Chrisean's sister threw fuel on the flames. Appearing live on Instagram with a sly smirk, she teased, "Y'all still think I'm the villain? Wait until you find out who else has been in that house?" That single, cryptic line sent shockwaves rippling through the audience. Who was she hinting at? Could there be another person connected to the baby's care? Was this the tip of a hidden custody battle no one had seen coming? By nightfall, speculation had exploded. With theories multiplying at lightning speed, some insisted the mystery figure was a relative from Blueface's side, while others swore it was one of Chrisean's celebrity friends. Someone even claimed paparazzi had spotted them near her home. By morning, gossip blogs were breathlessly reporting that exclusive sources had confirmed a third party was involved, and that their presence may have been what triggered CPS in the first place. At this point, the situation wasn't just growing, it was spiraling. What began as whispers on social media had become front-page fodder across hip-hop forums, celebrity blogs, and even mainstream entertainment news outlets. Every platform had a different spin, and the audience was split down the middle. On Twitter, debates turned vicious. Do you know how many single moms hire help? This ain't abuse, it's survival. Clashed with, if a stranger is raising her baby under the same roof, something's wrong. TikTok turned it into performance art, with reenactments of the leaked footage, complete with dramatic zoom-ins and fake CPS knock sound effects. Fueling the #GuardianGate, hashtag past 50 million views in a day. Celebrities joined the fray too. A prominent R&B singer, who had once collaborated with Chrisean, posted a now-deleted tweet. "We gotta stop making kids accessories to our brand." Blueface couldn't resist either. He dropped a laughing emoji on Instagram with the caption, "Told y'all, no names needed." Meanwhile, several female rappers defended Chrisean, one posting on IG, Y'all don't care about the baby, you just want the mess. Do you know the pressure we're under as women in this industry? But behind the scenes, the industry was shifting in ways that could hit harder than any online dragging. Sources at a major reality TV network revealed that executives were rewatching footage from Chrisean's upcoming show, weighing the legal risk now that CPS was involved. One producer reportedly told a gossip blogger, "The drama's gold for ratings, but CPS changes everything. If it's too real, we can't air it without clearance." Translation: this wasn't just a PR crisis, it could cost her major career opportunities. And still, her sister kept fanning the flames. In a late-night live session that pulled over 40,000 viewers, she dropped another cryptic bomb. "Y'all think this is just about parenting? Nah, it's bigger, way bigger. The Fed's been watching too." The comments section exploded with theories, allegations, financial crimes, hidden investigations. Even verified news pages began framing it as something more sinister, with headlines like CPS leak or career sabotage. Chrisean rock under investigation. Then came the most chilling sin yet, that the storm had gone beyond gossip. In a rare public statement, CPS addressed the uproar, not the rumors directly, but enough to raise eyebrows. "We cannot comment on ongoing investigations or leaked materials. However, the safety and well-being of children remains our top priority." That single, careful sentence told the public to think first, something was definitely in motion, and second, this story wasn't going away anytime soon. An investigation was quietly unfolding, and just as it seemed the chaos might settle, a bombshell update shattered the calm. A well-known podcaster revealed they possessed audio from a phone call between Chrisean and someone tied to the leak. In the alleged recording, Chrisean's voice could be heard saying, "If you truly cared about him, you wouldn't have gone to them." Adding another layer of intrigue to an already tangled saga, she said, "You should have come to me." That recording isn't just evidence of betrayal, it's a clear sign Chrisean knows exactly who leaked the information. And since she hasn't named names yet, one has to wonder, is she shielding that person, or saving the big reveal for a dramatic moment of her own? Just when everyone thought the Chrisean CPS scandal had hit its chaotic peak, an even bigger shock rocked the timeline, and it did not come from a blogger, her sister, or Blueface. It came straight from CBS. Late last night, an anonymous email landed in the inboxes of 3 major gossip outlets, containing a single PDF titled, "Supplemental Report Confidential." 2 of the outlets held back, citing legal concerns, but the third wasted no time and published it online. According to the report, during a follow-up CPS visit to Chrisean's home, officers discovered items of interest unrelated to the baby's immediate care. The document was vague, but one phrase sent the internet into a frenzy. These items had been handed over to another agency for further investigation. Fans immediately jumped to conclusions. Was it the FBI? Hashtags like #FBI at Chrisean and #GuardianGate Part 2 exploded across social media. TikTok sleuths went wild, spinning theories about hidden cash, drugs, or even more sinister evidence. Then came a leak within the leak. A Twitter account with a solid track record of scoops shared a blurry photo allegedly snapped during the follow-up visit, showing 2 plainclothes men carrying a large, heavy black evidence bag out of the house. Speculation went into overdrive. Was it narcotics? Money? Secret surveillance gear? And the story tangled further when, just an hour after that photo surfaced, Chrisean's own cousin posted a cryptic Instagram story reading, "This is why we told you to chill," with no explanation or names attached, leaving everyone guessing what new storm might be brewing behind the scenes. The comment section exploded into chaos, with followers demanding answers and accusing her of hiding more than she's letting on. Meanwhile, Blueface couldn't resist throwing another sharp jab on Twitter. "Posting, told y'all, the truth always comes out." But the most unsettling moment came from Chrisean herself. After hours of silence, she went live, her makeup slightly smudged, her expression tense, clutching her phone like she'd been scrolling through the madness nonstop. No smiles, no laughter, not even raised voices. She simply stared into the camera and said, "Y'all think you know the story. You don't. But when I tell it, every single one of them is done." Then, just like that, she ended the live, no explanations. No follow-up, leaving the internet torn between doubters and believers. It's clear she's holding something serious, possibly explosive evidence that could bring down everyone involved, maybe even members of her own family. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: this saga is far from over. In fact, if whispers about a larger investigation hold water, the CPS leak may only be the tip of a much darker iceberg. The real question now is, when Chrisean finally decides to speak out, will she clear her name or take others down with her? With the CPS documents, leaked videos, rumors of secondary guardians, and now an unidentified agency stepping in, Chrisean Rock's story has evolved from messy celebrity gossip into full-blown mystery unfolding in real time. But nothing about this feels close to resolution. If anything, it seems the storm is just beginning to rage. The intensity in Chrisean's livestream and her vow that every single one of them is done signals she isn't stepping back quietly, she's holding cards no one else has seen yet. And that's where you come in. What's your take? Are these CP's leaks genuine or part of a calculated smear? Is there really a deeper investigation, or is this just a way to keep the drama alive? And when Chrisean finally drops her truth, will she emerge the hero of her own story or the villain in everyone else's? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't just watch this unfold. Be part of the conversation. Your theory might be the key to unlocking what's really happening behind the scenes. And trust me, this isn't the last we'll hear about this. With how fast things are moving, the next major update could land in hours, not days. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because when the next bombshell drops, you'll want to be the first to know. This story is far from finished, it's just getting started.